Good morning, everybody. Mike Vaki, Princetontrader.com here for ntmarkets.com with your Tuesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, daily chart of the June contract, and what I want to show here is I pay a lot more attention to the continuation contract than I do the front month contract. But this month, it seems like the June contract, with respect to the 20-day simple moving average or the middle band, has been a little bit more important, so to speak. And that is based upon this Friday fail at middle band. We went down to test the 50-day exponential yesterday on this contract. We came back through and closed above the middle band. And what we have seen in the overnight was a move back down to test this area, but on the press conference by Putin. And I mean, what did Putin say? He said that Crimea is going to be joining the Russian Federation, and they have signed, I don't know, whatever they sign over there to that effect to make that happen. He also said he's not interested in war with the West, so I think that popped it a little bit. There were some things in there to like, there were some things in there not to like, but I think essentially, if you read between the lines, Putin is saying that we're not going to be putting boots and tanks on the ground in eastern Ukraine, which I think is what makes everybody particularly nervous. And the Crimea thing is going to have to work itself out. But for now, it's a buy. So we are trading up at 1856.75. And at this point, you have to start to look at new highs, because what you've done, and let's get out on the continuation contract. And let me get rid of all the fibs. Okay. So, on the continuation contract, what you had yesterday, which had me a little concerned, was a move over the middle band that failed. Now you're back above the middle band. You've created a little bit of a higher low versus the low here. We had a little bit more of a pullback, okay? We'd wanted some pullbacks along the way. They wanted this to be a pullback. And this, this one, they just never really got out of their own way as far as pullbacks go. That argument's out the window now. We pulled back for the better part of 6 to 7 sessions, including yesterday's move down in the overnight to 1823. And now you have seen 30 handles up off that 23 area that didn't quite touch the lower band, but it's close enough for what we're talking about here. So you've had a move from the upper band, which didn't quite touch, to the lower band, which didn't quite touch either. Now you've got to move back to the middle band, which is what you would expect. If the bulls can keep the trade above middle band on both the June contract, which is at about 40, 46, 47, and the continuation contract here at 54.5, then they really have met a couple of really key criteria to go ahead and challenge the 1887.5. Now, what is standing in their way? We've got Fed announcement tomorrow and Janet Yellen's first press conference. Have to see how that goes. Based upon her testimony before Congress, she's a heck of a lot better in front of a room of reporters or a room of congressmen than Bernanke ever was, and she's been in the job for a month. So we'll have to see. The bottom line is whatever policy, whatever she wants to get across to everybody, she should be able to get across without stuttering or any of the things that used to make people particularly nervous about when Bernanke would speak. So that's tomorrow. So what have we seen typically with respect to Fed meetings? Well, at least under Bernanke, those would tend to be walked up into the press conference. You'd see a steady trade higher in the day before, and then either the announcement in the press conference would push things higher, or we would pull back. So if we continue to see strength today, it's kind of that walk it up into the Fed playbook that everybody has been running for so long. But the key to that is keeping the trade above 54.5 on the continuation contract. So that's what I'm looking at today. Putin said a lot of things that could have knocked this market down. Said a lot of things. It was not a conciliatory speech. He said essentially that Crimea is joining the Russian Federation. He said it very, he didn't mince words. And we bounced, 10 handles. because I think the principal concern has been that they're somehow going to occupy or invade or want to take over the whole of Ukraine, and clearly that's not his intention. So we'll see. The news doesn't matter. Only the reaction matters, and right now the reaction is bullish. Okay, everybody have a fantastic day. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website. Come check out the chat room. We'd love to meet you. Come take a free trial. Help see if we can help you out with your trading. Got a lot of new people starting right now, so it's a good time to start. I will be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade them well, everybody.